All right, today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Rolls Rice Meal Prep Service, specialty rice and proteins, weekly soup options. This is a great company. I've known the owner for my whole life. He is just a quality person, great cook. So if you are sick of cooking and you want to get somebody to make you delicious meals that you can have delivered to your house, or you can also do them on pickup, you can find Rolls Rice on Instagram at Rolls Rice YXC. You can just contact them by phone. Send them a text if you want, 306-291-5779. Or you can scan the logo on the screen here, and I think it'll bring you right to their website. I eat them every day. They're delicious. I just had a salmon one today. Big portions, cheap prices. So yeah, go and check out this food if you want to get some delicious food and you want to stay healthy. And we thank Rolls Rice for supporting this episode of the Canadian Talk Podcast.
I strongly encourage the use of the N-word. I just don't say it to black people, right? Because there's a chance they might get offended, but progressive liberals really get upset if they hear that word.
Yeah, for sure they do.
And it's like, to be quite frank, dude, I'm a laborer. I'm a professional foreign laborer. I've been systemically oppressed my entire life.
Yeah, you're allowed to say it.
Yeah, that's what I am.
You've earned the right to say it. I think you're more of an N-word than them. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's our word. It's our word. They stole it.
Exactly.
We made it up.
They culturally appropriated it. Yeah.
I'm looking up at you like a fucking god. Hey, is that the IKEA? Is that the IKEA shelf?
No, I build these shelves from scratch.
Oh, holy shit. Build me one, bro.
For sure. How am I going to get it to you, though? Like, you probably live far away.
Well, I have to drive over, man. I haven't been to Saskatoon since I fucking left, bro.
Yeah. You used to live here, right?
Is this on? Are we going?
Oh, no. Theoretically, yes, but no. But real quick before we start, I'm Stephan. I don't know if I've caught your name yet. What's your name?
Mac.
What's your
Mac? Fairbairn.
Mac Fairbairn. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions before we start?
No, let's just fucking rock it, bro. Cool. I just finished my cappuccino. How's the volume?
Volume's good. Your audio's perfect. How's my audio? Is it all right on your side?
Yeah, if you could turn it up a little bit. Okay. I don't have, I didn't set up this fucking stupid app it comes with.
Okay.
So if you could turn it up a little bit, that would be great.
Okay. See if I can turn on my output here. My mic might just be cold.
It's all right, Carmel.
Who's that? Is that your dog?
Yeah, I got my two dogs. Oh, that's fucking nice.
You got two dogs.
Is that better? I heard something happening. But yeah, my levels are crazy. I mean, it's fine, but let's see. I think I just deleted this fucking app. Whatever, man. Who cares? I'll just sit away from the mic. Can you still?
Ooh, I lost you. Can you hear me? I lost you.
Okay, yeah, man. Whenever you want to get ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You seem like you're over this already and we haven't even started.
Yeah.
There's too much work to get set up or what?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, podcasts are annoying. A lot of little stuff, and it's got to work. Your stuff is a little different. I'm curious. Sorry, go ahead. This is it's too much work. As we talk over each other, right?
Yeah, no, and I can't hear you, so just fucking whatever. I'll just continue going. Are we going?
We're going.
Fuck yeah. Okay, dude. I have to tell you about I was just thinking about this, dude. I have to. Are you familiar with the University of Saskatchewan basketball program?
Sort of, yeah. I don't love basketball though.
What's that?
I'm not a big basketball fan.
Yeah, neither am I.
Okay.
But dude, so you guys have probably one of Canada's like national treasures. I don't know if he still lives in Saskatoon, but this guy's name is Greg Jockums. Okay. He is possibly the most insane person in the entire world. Okay. So I was completely unfamiliar with Saskatchewan when I arrived at Saskatchewan. I was recruited out here by Greg Jockums. He just kept calling me on the phone. He's like, Mac, we need you to come to University of Saskatchewan. And then I'm fucking like 16, right? And so you get all these like recruitment offers and you don't know anything, right? Like you're like I had the University of Windsor calling me, and then they would get the Raptors president to write me letters. I would get letters in the mail from the president of Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, Richard Petty. I'd come home from school and be like, Mac, you are the best guard in all of Canada. We need you to come to the University of Windsor.
Yeah, they're trying to honeypot you, eh?
Big time. And then I got we went to the Police concert downtown in Vancouver, and we got absolutely do you remember the beer Brahma? Or I think it was called Brahma.
Yeah.
Right? And so we had these fake IDs from Camano Island, and we went to the it's like Washington, Camano Island. And we went to the Earls, and we had like 7,000 beers. And then Greg Jockums called me. He's like, Mac, we really needed an answer. And if you're coming to the University of Saskatchewan, I was like, I will do it. I commit. And then so I unfortunately signed up for the University of Saskatchewan. Then so I'd never seen this guy in my entire life, right?
It's not usually one of the most sought after schools. Well, he better have a good excuse for why he pronounces his name Jacobs instead of Jacobs. Is it?
No, it's Jockums.
Oh, Jockums. Okay.
Jockums. Gregory Jockums.
Is this guy pronouncing Jacobs Jacobs? I was
no. It's Jockums. I think he could be the only person in the entire world with that surname. And so we fly out to John G. Diefenbaker Airport, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I get to the John G. Diefenbaker Airport, and I've never seen this guy. I have no idea what he looks like. And this fucking one of those minivans called, I think it's the Dodge Caravan, like the mid-2000s Dodge Caravan, just pulls up, and it's like, hey, it's Jockums, and he's fucking like hunched over the wheel. He has a fucking green University of Saskatchewan polo shirt on with the Husky on his chest, and then like these khaki shorts, right? And they're above the knees, 6 inches above the knee, crisp tuck into the pant, and just the tightest belt, and it's like all tucked and the collar's in. And he's like, and his running shoes, his socks are well above the calf. And he's like, get in. And then he's just sitting there.
So how long did you play on the team?
Oh, wait, there's still more.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So he's fucking hunched over the wheel like this. He's like, get in. And you're just like, I've never been to Saskatchewan. This is all new to me. I'm like very scared. We're like driving around. And so he's like hunched over. And then I like notice, I look in the console, dude, and he just has fucking like 3 2-liters of Diet Pepsi in the fucking console. And every once in a while, I was like, maybe we're like having a celebration party to welcome me. And then he would just pick it up and start drinking it. Just insane.
Some guys think Diet Coke isn't as bad as regular soda. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, his wife Charlene would not let Jocko drink the regular Coke anymore, so he's only allowed to drink the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I think it was Diet Pepsi, actually, because I really like Diet Pepsi. I think I got that from Jocko. But just crazy, man. That was my first experience with Saskatoon, was getting picked up by Greg Jocko from the airport. And then he just dropped me off at the Hilton downtown, which is scary, right? Because like in Vancouver, there's like a native reservation. And then like you play soccer with the natives. And then like your friends, they invite you to the native reservation to play Goldeneye and stuff. But in Saskatoon, it's not like that. Yeah. And so I was like 16. I was like, I'm hungry. So I like walked to the 7-Eleven. And then as I'm walking back, I'm like, whoa, there's like guys following me with knives.
Oh my God. They had the knives brandished? They were just out or what?
Yeah, they were trying to rob me. And the guy in the 7-Eleven's like, just stay here for a while.
Yeah. Dude, that's what you got to do. I was first jumped when I was 12 years old. That was the first time I was ever jumped. I was mini golfing in a mall.
Jesus.
And then me and my buddy went to the washroom.
Yeah.
And 3 native guys rolled in behind us. and we're like, give us everything you got. And we have nothing because we're like 12 years old.
Your children, yeah.
Yeah, we're giving them like change out of our pocket. Well, I didn't give him anything, but my buddy is just emptying his pockets, just change falling all over the floor. They maybe got $1.20.
Sick.
And then the one guy over by me, because there's two guys with my bigger buddy, and then the one guy over by me by the door.
Yeah.
And he's like, give me your shoes. And I'm like, no. And then he's like, I'm going to punch you in 3 seconds. And he starts counting down from 3. He counts down to 0 and doesn't punch me. And then this big fat guy comes in, the big buff guy with his kid strapped to his belly. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, these guys are jumping us. He's like, oh, really? Okay, they're not leaving. Boys, get out of here. And then he held these 3 natives in the bathroom until the cops got there. And
sick. Legend, dude. What mall?
This was Center Mall. It's the one on 8th Street there. Sorry.
Okay, that's the main one downtown, right?
Yeah. 8th Street is kind of downtown. 1 second. My cat's being a fucker.
Yeah, that's all right. I hate cats. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Meowing during your story there, and I was getting.
Dude, fucking cats are the worst. We have a cat, but honestly, it's a bit of our fault. It's like the cat is an outdoor cat, and it can't be an outdoor cat, but it just comes up. It's like, anytime. I've never.
A mean cat. I mean, I don't care if the Asians just eat them. Like some of the cats are nice. So
yeah, no, I like a good cat, but if they're kept inside and they're outdoor cats, they go insane.
Yeah, for sure. And I have a hairless cat, so I have to keep her inside, so she goes insane just naturally.
You can't have a hairless cat in minus 40.
I know, right? It's definitely a bad idea. So
that's crazy.
So anyway, here we are, man. This is the podcast. Thank you for your time today and coming on the show and all that. So
yes, of course, brother.
To introduce you a little bit for the people that don't know out there who might be watching the show. This is Canadian Talk. It's just a podcast. We've got a guest on today. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we don't. You make content online that I came across on Instagram, and I'm not sure which all the platforms you're on. It's called I Like Old Fights, and at least that's what you call yourself online. And you make this content where it could be considered political. A lot of it's political, but it's funny at its core. It's very funny. It's comedic. So I saw your stuff and I was like, this is high quality. This guy is growing. Like, if anything, whether you think you're big or not, I think that you are definitely underrated for the quality of content that you create. So, I've got so many questions for you, but I'm so happy to have you on the show, man. Thanks for coming. So
awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that, brother.
Yeah, you bet. So let's get started. So how long have you been doing this content creation where you kind of make jokes about politics stuff? How long have you been doing it?
Well, I've been doing this since I was whenever, dude. The first time I remember doing this, I used to know those CD players that would have the cassette in them.
Yep.
I would just when I was a kid, I would just be alone all the time. So I would put the cassette in, and I remember this one time Gloria Makarenko was talking. And so I would switch the dial. And so I'd press record, and then I'd switch the dial. And then it was this Chinese radio station, right? We have this Chinese radio station in Vancouver, and it was and then I switched it to Gloria Makarenko, and she's like, I don't think I really understand what you're saying. I was like, yes, dude, that was the best thing ever, right? But so then Instagram came along, and I would just go in the bodybuilding.com MISC forum all the time.
Okay.
And so they were like, you need to go on Instagram and troll women, because at the time Instagram was just for women to post a picture.
Basically.
And everyone was like, oh, what a beautiful picture. Wow. And then we would just go on and be like, you are the most and we'd ruin their time. Right?
You are the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life.
So then ever since I had Instagram, I would just post insane stuff, because it's the entire idea of Instagram is that it's you take the most oh, this is me. Hello. And it's it's like a resume for you socially, right?
Yeah.
But I've always thought that was ridiculous, because most of the people that I know are idiots.
Yeah.
Right. So it's why would I want an idiot to view me positive? For them, they're this is my best face.
Yeah.
But for me, I've always been this is the stupidest thing I could possibly imagine. I'm going to put it on Instagram. Right. But the problem with that is that I have 3 sisters. Right. So, and sisters don't really like understand jokes very well, right? Yeah. they're not like really into comedy, right? So
yeah,
like, but so you can see from someone else's perspective, like someone who views Instagram as like a social resume, and then you have me just putting up like, it's not like I'm creating content, but like, for example, I had one, I'm just like shirtless, I have this like jacket on, I'm just like smoking a cigarette, and I have this like 2-liter bottle of Orange Crush. I'm just like, I've just never been fat before, I don't know where it would happen. And I'm like taking a huge swig of the Orange Crush and smoking a cigarette. I'm just like, God, I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And then so I post this because I don't care what those people think about me, right?
Yeah.
But then literally, it's like 1:30 in the morning. Literally, like my wife's phone just starts going off the hook. All my sisters are like, "What the fuck?" Because they just don't get it, right? Like it's such a different perspective, right? Because it's like they're all like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And it's like it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, you do the opposite of that. It's so I wish I could say that I've seen more of your stuff, but you do post quite a bit. I've tried to watch as much of it as I can. Like the one that I saw the other day, you were like, I think that you might be a fucking genius, dude. Like you I don't know if you think you're dumb or what, but like you posted this one the other day where it was the whole video was complete sarcasm. Some people might call it rage baiting, or it might be some sort of a social media tactic to the people who categorize this garbage.
It's crazy to say that, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, you made this video where you were being it was about immigration, and you were being sarcastic about the way that Canadians treat immigrants, and then but it was in reference to this woman, that politician who made the video about naming the park or whatever.
Oh God, Shelley Carroll.
Yeah, it was something to do with all of that, and you were weaving it together, being super sarcastic about how we will treat the immigrants if we come, and we're going to take your culture, and you're going to like it, or something along that line.
Was it the one where it's like, because that's what I find so funny is like at one time everyone, like all these, I'm from Vancouver, this is how everyone views it, right? It's like, we love immigration. Yet at the same time, one of their other biggest beliefs is white people are racist. They literally have designed this system to kill you and suppress you. Come on in.
Exactly. It's such a catch-22. Yeah. It's like a trap. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous, right? But I was talking, so I got these, I'm the only white person, right? I'm a temporary foreign worker. Like I'm a professional laborer, right? I crush. But like, so like when I first went into the temporary foreign worker trailer, I was terrified, right? I walk in, I've never been to the job site. The guy's just like, go in the trailer. So I open the trailer. It's just all these black guys huddled in this one room. It's like the trailer, and then there's like a room off the trailer. There's just all these black guys huddled in the trailer. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I just like sit down, and I don't use a telephone, right? So I don't have anything to do. And so I didn't have a book. So I just literally sat there and I stared at the wall for like 2 hours, like no joke, 2 hours. And all these Somali guys are like, they didn't say anything to me. I'm just like, I guess I still stay here. And then I realized, I realized they were praying. Like they're all Muslim, right?
Oh.
Yeah. But, so now I'm the only white guy in the temporary foreign worker trailer still. But, at the, it's so funny. Like they all really like politics, right? So I'll be sitting there reading like, let's see, what have I gotten done today? I got done this one, Marx and Satan. I got a couple other books done, but
so a lot of the political opinions that you form come from the lifestyle of kind of being that blue collar worker.
Well, it's mostly garbage, but I'll tell you some
pretty
of the
well informed
political
a lot
opinions.
of the times. But yeah,
no, from being a garbage man, I was a garbage man. But anyways, I have to tell you this story about this Somali guy, right? Because he shout out Yama, right? They're always just watching they're very into politics, right? They're always watching like Ilyana Omar clips and ICE protest clips. But one day Jama's talking about the ICE protest. I look over, I say something, and the conversation turns towards African Americans, right? And so I'm telling Jama this story about when I was in New York. I was staying in the financial district at a hotel, and I received a package in the U.S. Post. Okay, and so the door did not knock, and I just got a sticker on the door, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I need that package." So I go. The post office is below it. It took me 35 seconds to walk to the post office. I get in. and there's just the fattest black lady in the entire, like 6 of them just sitting there. And I'm just like, hi, my package was missed. They didn't deliver it. She's like, why do you think that package here? I was like, it said that it's here and I should come immediately. She's like, wow, we don't even fuck package. I was like, oh, okay. And then it's like, I'm from Canada. I'm just so nervous. I was like so young. It's like, oh my God, a black lady. I'm so scared. And then, but I needed the package. So for like 30 minutes, I'm like, please, can you just like look? And then I like look down and she's sitting on it. My name was on the package. I was like, that's my name. You're sitting on my package. And then she's like, why didn't you tell me? And then she goes like this. She sits up, dude. She sits up and she's like, Jose, get over here. Jose, get over here. And then this like Mexican guy comes and she makes him pick up the package and give it to me. Oh no, my headphones. 1 sec.
She made you pick up the package. She's just there to sit. She won't even move her arms.
So I'm just like, I was telling the Somali guy this story, right? And he looks at me, right? And this is a funny thing because, like, 10 years ago, it was just white people in Canada, right? And so 10 years ago, we had we were getting into like the opposite side of the story. But anyways, Jama goes like this. The trailer's full of Somalis, right? He goes like this. Mac, black people in America, 13% of the population, they commit 50% of the crime.
Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing, dude? Like the best thing you ever. I started screaming. All the Somalis were like, what the fuck? I'm screaming. Right? Because like I think most liberal white people, they believe that it's just like, oh, that's a black person. Right? But I can tell that that's a Somali person. I could tell the difference between an Ethiopian and a Somali. Yeah. Right? They can't. They're just like, oh, that's a black person. Like, honestly, if you said the N-word to a Somali, they wouldn't really even, I haven't tried it, but I don't think they would react because they don't consider themselves African Americans at all.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, wow. They're not. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I've heard that from tons of like guys who go to like South Africa or Africa. They're just like, what's up, white man? Even Jamaica, I just saw a video about a guy who's like that. He's like, they keep calling me white man. Yeah. He's like light skin.
I wonder if the N-word's going to make a comeback. Like, I wonder if people are going to start saying it again without being beat up every time. Like, it feels
I refer to myself as that.
Yeah. I have this rapper coming on next week who has a song, Wayne Gaff, it's called, and it's got the N-word in it. So I don't know. We're exploring.
He's white.
He's white. Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah. That's good for him. I strongly encourage the use of the N-word. Like I just don't say it to black people. Yeah. Right. Because there's a chance they might get offended, but progressive liberals really get upset if they hear that word.
Yeah, for sure they do.
And it's like, to be quite frank, dude, I'm a laborer. I'm a professional foreign laborer. I've been systemically oppressed my entire life.
Yeah, every single person. Say it.
Yeah, that's what I am.
You've earned the right to say it. I think you're more of an N-word than them. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's our word. It's our word. They stole it.
Exactly.
We made it up.
They culturally appropriated it. Yeah. So, to take this back to stuff that's more serious, have you ever had sex with a black girl?
Oh yeah, multiple times. Yeah.
Oh yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, big time. I'm very shy, right? And so black ladies are very aggressive. And dude, I remember one time there's like my hero. He's like, his name's Casey Archibald. Well, he wasn't my hero, but he was a good player, right? At UBC. His name's Casey Archibald. And this very intimidating guy, I forget what his name was, but very African name, like Iki Uki Iwana, something like that. And, when I was in high school, we would always go to the SFU. I'd be like, that guy's terrifying. I don't want to be anywhere near this guy. And so anyways, I was just working downtown, or I was downtown, and some black lady, like aggressively, this would happen to me a lot. I was so shy that women would take me and have their way with me, and I wouldn't be able to say no. So this very aggressive this black lady just grabbed me, put me in a cab, and then the next day I just wake up in this, like, I was like, where am I? I'm like on a couch. And then I look up and I just hear this like person moving through the house. I like look up, it's Casey Archibald. I was like, whoa, it's Casey. Can I have your autograph? I didn't say anything, but I wonder if he knows that. And then I saw him. I was the garbage man a while ago. I doubt he knows who I is. But I was the garbage man and I saw him. He's like a realtor now. And he was like, oh my God, that's Casey Archibald. And I call you, that's Casey. And he was like in the meeting with, he's trying to sell a house. He's like,
oh yeah. Oh man. So what's it like being a garbage man? Do you like it?
Well, yeah, I got fired, but yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah. Now you do something different. What's the laboring that you do?
I just labor, bro. Any type of labor.
General labor.
Just incredible. Like most people are, it's honestly, most people should do it. I have this theory that, you know, like if you are a laborer, like that's our past, dude. Like probably everyone in my line was laboring for most of the day.
Yeah.
And
it feels natural.
Big time. And like most people, like, so for you look at sports, for instance, like for boxing, they're like, okay, what you do, you go like this, and then you do the jab, and the max you're doing is like a 3-minute round. But you can never learn anything that way. And so that's how I was taught basketball. And so I always sucked at basketball. I never learned a single skill at basketball. But then boxing, I started like watching these people, like this guy named Omar. He was my coach the first time I did this like 10 years ago. And he doesn't say anything, but he would come in. He was like 52 at the time. You're doing cows. It's just like 3-minute rounds of just doing like push-ups. And then you're like doing this. And it's insane. It's millions of times harder than anything I did at university basketball.
Oh yeah.
And
hit training.
It's kind of
more insane. Interval training. Yeah.
Yeah. But more insane. And then, you know, and I'd go to the 6 p.m. class. And then Omar is like 55. And I consider myself, I should have been in the NBA. Right. And then you look at Omar, he's going 17 times as fast as me. And then Dave Shuck would just look at me and he'd look at me like, he's pretty tired today. He's been finishing concrete, right?
I like how you started off the story by being like, I suck at basketball. And then near the end of the story, you're like, I should have been in the NBA.
No, I should have. That's what I should have. Yeah. There's no way I'm not, like, I'm more athletic than Steve Nash, but we have this problem in Canada where everyone, you know, you're like, hey, I would like to do a sport. And then the people who teach you are like the guys who are in the 7th, 8th man on the bench.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like I was in grade 9. I don't think there's a single coach I had who could dunk. I was dunking in grade 9. And so it's like, hey, I want to go fucking learn how to play basketball. And then I have like some fat Chinese guy who just keeps getting gout because he's so out of shape. And I like made this post about it because for the thing. And this guy just like, and like when I was playing with this guy, my girlfriend had this huge set of cannons, right? And he would just be like, oh yeah, her tits really big, right? And it'd be so uncomfortable because I have 3 sisters, right? So I just like I wrote this just like huge thing to promote this boxing thing. I didn't even know he was on my Facebook, right? And he's like, he like messages me. He's like, hey, I know you're very upset with the weight. I was like, dude, no, I haven't thought about you at all. Like, he's like, I know you're upset. I was like, no, I don't care about you. I don't even like basketball.
Yeah. So you were pretty good at basketball. Did you put up lots of points in the university leagues, or how many years did you play?
I played 2 years at Saskatchewan. I averaged 7.2 points on 33% shooting, which a normal person, like a competent basketball player, shoots around at the time 33 from the 3-point line. But I was shooting 33 from everywhere, like layups and stuff. You know, if you gave me 10, I would miss 7 of them. But it's a big jump. Like I was averaging 30. You know, I was in like the BC high school all-star game.
No, it sounds like you're doing pretty good.
And then you go to university, and I was the smallest guy on the entire fucking team, dude. We got Andrew Spaggard, Kyle Grant, who's just a fucking tank. And he's not only is a tank, he's fucking hitting, 79% from 3. You have Rajan Shabbat, this insane Métis warrior. He was like this tall and this wide. His biceps were the biggest things I ever seen. Andrew Spaggard is like the first time I met Andrew Spaggard, I walked into the University of Saskatchewan Pack, and he has steel-toed boots on, and he throws it. He's like 6'8". Yeah. 6'9". He throws it off the roof. It bounces off the wall. He catches it and windmill dunks it. And the laces of his steel-toe boots are flapping in the fucking...
Wow.
He's an NBA level talent.
That's impressive.
So that's kind of what I'm talking about is like, in BC, it's like, hey, come to our basketball camp. And then you learn these like stupid specialized skills. Whereas in Saskatchewan, you just have a bunch of athletes. I went and I was playing against Tyler Kepke, Scott Morrison, Rob Sacre. That's NBA, Div 1. I was like, dude, I'm the fucking, I'm from Vancouver. I get there. These guys are 50 times better than all those guys. If these guys were just placed, well, they would have sucked if they had been placed in Vancouver. They wouldn't have had the Saskatoon in them or the Med Hat or whatever, right? But if they had just had their career in Vancouver, they would all be fucking national team, probably Div 1 NBA. Yeah. Spags is too smart to play in the NBA. He's like a mechanical engineer or something. But,
okay.
You know.
Question for you, from like a hockey player to a basketball player. The sport, do you ever wish that, like, so I sort of think I understand it a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. And I get why contact is something that's pretty discouraged in the sport. Do you ever think the sport could be improved if it had more roughness, more like?
Oh, dude, basketball is just, I mean, I played both, and like we had Lane Manson. This is what I'm talking about. Like this, it was an insane time, dude. You have Greg Jockums with his fucking shorts and his fucking drinking with, and then he recruited this guy named Lane Manson, who's a fucking legend. He played in the AHL. He's from Watrous. He's 6'9". He fucking can't. He shoots like this. He's never played basketball. Jockham's just like, we need him on the team. He was playing in the AHL and the ECHL. They just brought him into the University of Saskatchewan team. And, you know, Lane can't even do anything, but you're playing in the post. I would say playing in the post is probably on an equal, especially in the NBA or CIS, is probably on an equal level of physicality as playing in the NHL. There's obviously not big hits. You can't go fucking hit someone, but basketball is a very physical game. You know, like, I fucking, like, I had to stop playing basketball because someone fucked my sternum up. I couldn't pick up the garbage. You know,
really?
I had a fucking broken sternum.
I haven't played it enough to really know how physical it is, I suppose. Yeah. You know what?
Like when you see it,
I'm working my way towards, I'd like to be, like, I've been thinking about, because there's nobody doing this. I might want to be the play-by-play commentator for the U of S Huskies hockey team. I've been thinking about setting up doing that. Because there's nobody who does it. There's the one guy who does it sometimes on the radio, but nobody's doing it. And I feel like I could get a video feed in there, because I should own, if I bring my own camera and I'm allowed.
Yeah.
It's a public university. I should be able to record the games, and that's my footage.
You should do it, bro. We have to create our own fucking shit. I did that one time actually with fucking Tim McAuliffe and Sid Sixero. It was the women's nationals at Sask. So I commentated some games, and I was so naive and so like, you know, I'm like, oh my God, it's Tim. And then Tim starts smoking cigarettes. I was like, what? These guys smoke cigarettes? I also met Cavi, dude. I fucking loved Cavi, right? And then I'm working at this club, and Cavi comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, can you get me into the club? And I was like, Cavi, for you, anything. And then it's like I'm risking my job. It's like a ticketed venue. I was like risking my job to get Cavi in from the score into my work. And then I give him the ticket, and he just turns around and just fucking walks away. I didn't say anything. I was like, fuck, if I see Cavi, I'll slap that bitch.
He used you.
Big time.
Yep. So
very Canadian.
What else is going on? Have you been watching the Olympics?
No, dude. I'm talking to. So shout out Garrett Bradford. He's a great country musician.
Okay.
He has this line. He says, "My dad." He's talking about his dad. He's like, his favorite sport was hard work. That's just a million nutritionally dense, informationally dense bits put into that one line, right? But we're planning on chatting about some country music, and I messaged him this morning. He's like, oh, yeah, you're available. I might have to miss the Super Bowl. I was like, what? It's the fucking Super Bowl today? I have no idea.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what you, sorry to interrupt your story. I mean, your story's pretty much done, but like, I'm curious more about what you do exactly. Because I saw on your page that you have these links to various things. One thing was like a radio thing, and there was another thing. They were quite small on Insta, but I'm curious what you consider yourself to be as a creator. Like, what do you want yourself to be seen as in terms of your video multimedia creation that you do on the internet?
I don't know. I think more just like those things. Like I would like to do just like talking to people from Canada. Like initially I was like, yeah, I'd like to start a podcast. But then I was like, I want to do it live. Like I really like Coast to Coast AM. I would fall asleep listening to that all the time. You know, it's like do. And now your host George Norrie. Like I love that shit, right? I love like talk radio, and in California you're driving through. It's like, and then it's like, oh, coffee, and it's
but I feel like even just the word radio is obsolete. Like nowadays, podcast is radio in a sense.
Yeah,
so it's like you can't even. Calling it radio is, you know, or you're already out of the game. Nobody will even look it up. You know what I'm saying?
It's not thrilling though, right? And I just watching a video, and it was just like, like the women, they don't respect you, because there's that juxtaposition where the woman goes to work and she's like, oh yes, Mr. Boss, yes, Mr. Boss, and then she comes home, she's like, shut up, you fucking bum, right?
Yeah.
And like they'll treat you like shit. Not that my wife does this, but any other white liberal woman, any other relationship.
You're married. Good for you, man.
That's awesome. Big time. Yeah.
How old are you?
36.
36. Okay.
I gave you a couple of years off in case a communist tries to find my identity.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
But but it's like, it's like, with that same vein, it's like with the podcast. Oh, and the reason the guy said that the woman is so respectful at work, but not with you, is because you give her your respect so easily, right? And that's kind of the same thing with podcasts. Is like, I'll listen to Tim Dillon now and again, but it's like I could listen to that whenever the fuck I want, right? Whereas with radio, you're like, oh my god, did you hear that? It's on, it's live, right? And so I mean, I was trying to set that up. It's way too hard to do. I don't know anything about it. So.
The problem, for sure. The problem with it is it just feels like if you're gonna have to compete with a guy who is creating those pockets like a Tim Dillon of that content versus the guys to do it live. Sure, it's awesome to catch something live where it's like, I love watching stuff live, especially like poker or various things like that. The Olympics, like you were talking about. But, and I think I agree with you. I think live is better, but it's hard to compete in terms of the content quality. When you be live for all those people, people have to know when to tune in. Whereas with the podcast, they can tune in whenever they want, and it's like, it's almost like better that way. But
and it's insane too that like, I've never once thought about like, hey, this is like my goal with my content creation or like anything like that. It's just like I'll make it. But like, even if you had one follower and you made a video, your competition is fucking Tim Dillon and Selena Gomez. You know what I mean? You are instantly competing, which is cool. It's amazing that people can even get 1,000 followers, right?
Yeah.
Because you look at these people with these huge fucking teams, and then it's like, I'm just like fucking editing on TikTok. Like, shut up.
Yeah. I need to edit. I think it takes time, but it is hard to climb up in the current internet culture for sure. I know that when I started my podcast 8 years ago, there wasn't as much competition as now, like not even close. I thought I was doing something unique and new when I started mine, but back to you. Is like, it seems like you are a guy who doesn't put too much thought into anything. Like you just kind of do it, but you just do it. But then you do things well without putting any thought into it. And it's
that's funny you say that, because I actually, like, the more I think about it, like I just have fucking notebooks full of ideas and shit. And then it's like almost the more that you get into that realm where it's like, oh, that's the idea. And now I'm acting, and now it sucks. And so I remember when I was living in Vietnam, dude, I was like I was the king of my street, right? Everyone's like, well, at least maybe so I thought, right? Maybe like the Dunning-Kruger effect, but I was like,
how long did you live there? I've always wanted to like go there.
It's the best. Fucking do it, dude. Yeah, it's like, I basically was working in an all-female office, and I thought that women were a pedestal, and but in real life, they're all very evil and mean.
Yeah,
and so they were bullying me so hard. I was like, fuck this, dude. I just looked in my phone one day, like 3 a.m., and it was like my buddy Adam Jang. He's in a band called Yeti. And it was just him in Vietnam just playing this show. Like, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And so I had $800 in Bitcoin at the time. It was like 2018. And then my sister was just like, sell it. It's $800. It'll never go higher. And then it went to 24 grand. So I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And she bought me a ticket to Vietnam. And so I went. I was going to go there for 2 weeks. But I had this backpack, and it's full of like just the amount of books I usually carry on me is quite hefty, right? But this was a lot. I had like the Richard Nixon autobiography, like fucking the Bible, like so much shit, my guitar. And like after about 5 minutes, I don't like traveling anyways, but after about 5 minutes, I got kicked out of this hotel because I brought a kitten in there. And you're not allowed to have the kitten. And then I didn't know how to get food, so I kept walking out, and the only food they had was duck heads. Like Mandarin duck. So I bought all these duck heads. I bring them back in the hotel as I'm walking in with all the duck heads and the cat. the ladies say, "Oh, kitchen meow meow," and so all the front desk ladies are like, "Oh, cat," and so I bring the cat in, and then I'm just like giving him the duck heads, and then he climbs up the fucking curtain. Like the curtains are ripped to shreds. He starts pissing. There's like white streaks of piss all over the curtains. And then whatever, I fall asleep. I wake up in the morning. There's like duck heads sticking out of the fucking thing, and then there's a knock. It's like, it's his feed me. He's like, I heard that there were a cat here. He's like, no cat, no cat. So I had to leave. And then I like tried to clean it up really fucking good. And I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do with all these duck heads. So I just stuffed them in the toilet. And then I was just like, as I'm walking out, I see that there's like someone playing guitar, and I like talk to the manager. I'm like, I play guitar. No way I could give a performance. Not that low, but I was like, that's why I was like, I play guitar. I could perform here one time. And he's like, yes. He's like, give me your number. So I'm like, yes. And then it was like, I just think back, like the curtains are fucking destroyed. There's piss everywhere. There's duck heads, like 6 duck heads sticking out of the toilet. And then I'm like, fuck this guy. I fucking totally wrecked this guy. I take like my 16 bags of my guitar, start walking away. 2 hours later, me and Adam are sitting on the corner. And then I'm like, I don't have my passport.
Oh, you gotta go back.
I left my passport in the room, and the guy hadn't cleaned the room, so he takes me up to the room. It's opened it, and he walks in. He's just like, I was like, it's in the bedside table. I just went and got
it. Yeah. Was the whole apartment flooded or anything like that? Or
no, it was like an actual fucking like boutique hotel. It was like a nice hotel.
Okay, yeah. I thought maybe the duck heads would have overflowed the toilet or something like that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't flushing it or anything. But then I was just, because I hate travel. I hate moving. I don't understand why someone would go to a country and just fucking, it's insane.
It's insane.
And so I just fucking rented an apartment in the Beak was my landlady, and she's like $250 US a month. I was like, I'll take it. She was like, what the fuck, really? Yeah.
To her,
so I just lived there. Yeah, they haggle like crazy. But I lived there for like 6 months. I just kept renewing my visa. I had all this Bitcoin, and just got hammered. And they're the best people in the world.
Couple questions for you. Like, so you 800 was what your initial investment was in Bitcoin, and it turned into 24, or did you make more than that, or some other amount? Like, how much did you make in Bitcoin? How did you find out about Bitcoin? Because I remember hearing about it and thinking about buying it, but I never did it. And this was like 10 years ago. And then I would have made a ton of money myself, but I made no money on Bitcoin. I was too afraid, even though it seemed cool. Like at the time when I first heard of it, when it started.
Yeah, I know. Well, what happened is my friend Dylan Gang. There's an incident with my friend. Dylan Gang in New York, and so he felt obligated to give me some Bitcoin, and he's given me tons of Bitcoin, and I've just fucking thrown it away. So Dylan, you could have made me a very rich man, and I fucked it up, but I really appreciate it. But yeah, he just sent me some money. He's a good guy. He's a really great guy. And I miss my time with him. He's one wonderful person. But incident happened, which came close to getting me stuffed into a hockey bag in Southern California. And to repay me, he sent me some Bitcoin. He's just like, Mac, go get a Coinbase. So I got a Coinbase. He just sent me 0.69 Bitcoin. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah. And so I had no idea about it. I heard about it on like Reddit in like 2012, right?
Yeah.
But, I had set up multiple times, dude. Like for Chainlink, I had been like set up direct deposit for Chainlink. And then Chainlink like blew up to 22, and I had like a direct purchase set up through RBC on my RBC credit card. And I'm like, dude, I must have fucking 20,000 Chainlink, because they were like at 0.5. I looked, there's fucking 0. I had like 20. I was like, what the fuck? And then I look, and the bank canceled the fucking thing. RBC canceled the purchase. I would have had like fucking like literally, and that happened before, because after that I got back from Vietnam, and I was like, I need to set up this fucking thing, right? Get some crypto going. So I set up a plan to fucking buy Ethereum and Bitcoin every paycheck. And Ethereum at the time was at like fucking like maybe 1,000. I was like, whoa, that's overpriced. Like maybe honestly, probably more like 500.
So you follow crypto quite a bit, hey? Holy shit.
Well, I mean, back in fucking, this is like 2017, dude, and then some bad things have happened to me with crypto. Like I just get too into it. I'm not that type of person. I can't fucking be like day trading crypto in the garbage truck, right? That's not who I am.
Yeah. So you said you grew up in Vancouver, hey?
North Van.
Yeah, is it an expensive, like, did you come from a rich family or are you more of a middle
No,
class?
no, no. Yeah, my dad was in the film industry, which you can make a lot of money in, but yeah, my dad didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah,
he was a prop master, but he did get to work with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He took a funny story with him. You've seen Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
So yeah, in the original movie, Chris McDonald is Shooter McGavin. So my dad's the prop master. He has to supply the actors with the props. So Chris McDonald gets the role, and my dad calls him and he says, "Chris, which way do you golf?" And Chris is like, "Right." And so my dad's like, "Okay, I'll buy you all right-headed clubs." So he goes and buys, and then they go golf. Chris McDonald, my dad, Adam Sandler, they're golfing. Chris McDonald has never golfed in his entire life. He has no idea how to even swing. But actors are like, you just have to lie, right?
Yeah.
Shooter. Which is impressive because he looks like a good golfer in that movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
North Vancouver used to be like this fucking working class town. Like my grandfather is from Fort Capel. We got tricked into moving to Saskatchewan from Europe, and then we went to Fort Capel, and then my grandfather moved to North Van. North Van was like a shipbuilding, blue collar town, and then all these fucking people just kept moving here who were like they couldn't afford West Van. So then they bought in North Van, and they drive these fucking Land Rover Defenders around, and like white BMWs.
Yeah.
And like, for example, I grew up in Lynn Valley, right? So it's like, we used to just walk around like drinking Polar Ice and like fighting Persian people, right? That's what you did in Lynn Valley. And then like we'd have race wars all the time. It'd be like, oh, the Persians were, it was crazy. And then and it's like a valley. It's like disgusting. The entire thing is moist, right? It's always wet. And then there's like a McDonald's. Like we would just drink Jack Daniels at the McDonald's. That's what we did. And then my wife went to fucking yoga in Lynn Valley, and she's like, all these ladies are like, oh yeah, we have the newer BMW. They have an older X5. And my wife is like, what? I was like, these fucking bitches are in Lynn Valley. This isn't like the British properties. Like, get fucked, right? Like, they think it's like this status symbol to live in North Van, but they've never been there, so they don't know what Lynn Valley is. And it's a shithole.
Yeah.
I went to school there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I love it. I love Lynn Valley.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the background. Yeah. Okay. So like my next question for you was the I like old fights thing. What does that mean? How'd you come up with that name for your page and stuff?
Good. I like old fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So I just 1 second. Sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Do you need a break or anything?
Huh?
Do you need a break or anything?
No. I just had a quick vape. But yeah. So no, I become obsessed with boxing. And so I was just watching a lot of fights at the time, a lot of old fights. Yeah. And so I would just like, if you go on my TikTok, it's just old fights. And so I would just like watch, like fucking some Virgil Hill fights or some Donald Glover, like Donald Curry fights or like old fights. And then I would take a clip, and it'd be like, look at this, look at Roberto Duran, he fucked up, and then I would put the clip on. And I was like, that's what I'll do. I will make clips from old fights and put them on, and then I will get respect for people who fight. And then I did that for about 10 minutes because I was drinking so heavily. I was like practicing the boxing while also drinking like 15 beers a day.
Yeah.
So like if I watch my old, like when I was like practicing the jabs, it's like insanely bad. But if you are shoveling every day, like my knuckles kind of better now, but it was fucking this big. Because after the shoveling, after 2 weeks of being a temporary foreign worker, I fucking just went boom. I always hit, like I'll just walk by and punch steel, right? Like just hit stuff. Oops, sorry. So my knuckles get stronger, right? Yeah. And then I did that, but because of the shoveling, I had so much stronger. I broke my knuckle. So that's what I mean. It's like all these fucking coaches are like, this is how you get good at basketball. You fucking do this drill and you go and you do these exercises. And then really every single athlete in Canada would gain more from just grabbing a shovel and then coming to work with me. And then I'll just go and I'll just stare at you and say, I am better than you. You could never be, right? Because the shovel is the greatest equalizer, right? When I was playing basketball, I'd be like, oh, my shoe, I didn't have the best shoes. Oh, the floor was slippery. Yep. The shovel is the fucking same for everyone, right? So the output of the shovel at the end of the day is entirely based upon the operator.
Exactly.
Right?
I feel that way about axes.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yep.
But even axes, there's a little more skill. right? You're like, oh, you put the thing, right? And then it's like there's fucking, I know some tricks now, right? I could take out someone's larynx with it. Even just holding it like this, that's a lot. Like my hands are fucking thicker, right?
Yeah.
And so, but at the end of the day, you don't need any tricks with the shovel. Those are cute. They look nice. But if you can't beat me in the shovel, that's it. There's no other reason than I am better than you.
Yeah.
Right? So it's great.
Yeah, totally.
But I was also thinking that because like I'll frequently go to work. I'll frequently go to work and I will put in fucking NBA quality performances, shoveling shit. Like I like, you don't understand, like for 3 hours, like one time the Somalis, they don't like to work very hard. Right. So and then it's funny because you have all these different races mixing and they all have their own different opinions. So we had Imran was running the team and we're lowering this bucket with this rope down like 8 stories. So I'm holding it and I'm like, I'm a pirate. And we're looking down, you're putting material down. And then the Somalis are like, you guys are going too fast. They want to do one job for the entire day. I want to finish the job and do a new job. Yeah. Right. So he's like getting in my way. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, dude? And not all of them. I got some of these boys are grind, but a lot of them don't want to work. Yeah. And so grinding, I mean, get out of my way, dude. And he's like grabbing the rope as I'm pulling it. So I'm just like, no, what? Fuck this, dude. Yeah. Full face ventilator, balaclava, coveralls. I'm wearing an Arc'teryx jacket, which I don't know if you've worn an Arc'teryx jacket tucked in. It's steamy, right? Yeah. So they're all just fucking, hey, I'm slow. No, I'm like, fuck this. I walk down, it's 7 stories. I walk 7 stories to the ground in steel-toes boots. I pick 2 shovels, or I pick 2 buckets and a shovel. I fucking walk back up each. So it's 7 stories, right? I get up there, you can put 4 or 5 in each bucket. I do that. I then fill up the buckets and then I walk down and dump it on the pile. I did that for 3 hours straight. Okay.
Wow.
Can you imagine? And the distance of that, I think, is probably like walking up and down the Empire State like twice. I was like, I can't let them see that I'm tired. Yeah. Right. And then one guy also like took a bucket. I was like, I can't let anyone else do this. Is my work. Yeah. I have to do this. Right?
Labor work is hard. And you might think I don't understand, but actually I supervise like construction sites. Like I'm a civil engineer, structural engineer. I supervise construction sites. So trust me, man, I know the crazy things that guys like you do for sure.
Big time. It's insane.
It's undervalued. Like you said, it's better than exercise. Like, and when it's your job,
a million times.
It sucks because
that's my thought. Oh, sorry, continue.
Because a lot of dudes push themselves a little too hard and end up injuring themselves, which is an unfortunate part about it. But if you can manage to not push yourself too hard, but kind of try hard at work, at labor, you can really like ramp up your health. Like it can
crazy.
Be super good for you.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. But I think that's the thing with it though, right? Like you could learn how to squat as much as you want.
Yeah.
But nothing will teach you how to use your body better than being an hour into shoveling. And then you're like, oh, I'll take a break. And now your foreman comes and says, hey, we got to get this going. And he just stands behind you.
Yeah.
And you need a job to pay for your fucking family.
Exactly.
So now you're fucking an hour deep and you've already been going hard.
Yep.
Now you have to impress this fucking guy who's standing there. So now you got to go harder and you can't stop else your family won't have any fucking food. Right. So that's the fucking difference between,
Yeah. And I ain't no fucking Somali. I'm fucking shoveling, bro. Like the Somalis.
It's crazy, right? So, but shout out to the Somalis. I love all those guys. Good. It's a different mentality, right? And everyone, and that's the thing too. You look at a liberal, right? They have no fucking idea. They're like, they don't know anything about these people. I know how to say haken. That means broom. Badil. That means shovel. I'm Mr. Badil.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like these people just look at like, they're like, oh, there's an Indian guy. Yeah. As if someone from fucking, like the East, the East or the West, they're exactly the same, right? They have no idea. Same with white people. They refer to white people as white. They're like, oh, another white guy. I'm like, I look nothing like a Polish or a Ukrainian person, like not even similar. But to them, it's all the same, which is crazy. And, it should give you extreme happiness to realize like your opponent is an idiot.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've got two more questions for you here before we call this one an episode, so we don't make it go on too long. But it's curious. So my first question, well, yeah, the first one was to do with kind of what you were talking about, to do with the job site, to do with your upbringing and the race battles and all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it's so taboo for people to, especially in Canada, to behave in that manner, to like be kind of, it's not racism, it's just to use that race lens is almost in itself considered racism,
because it's been formulated by the government to separate everyone into distinct groups who cannot unite and fight back against the government. And this is the entire play. They're people who work in government are dumb fucks, right? They don't make new ideas. This is going back to Confederation. This is what they've always done. The British, first the Iroquois and the French, and then the French. This is what they've always done. It's their only thing, right? So if you can't go up, for example, it's socially unacceptable to go up to someone and say, "Where are you from?" Right?
Yep.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Yep. You can, like, they've tried to make it socially unacceptable to say, "Hey, I like your hair. That's great. Tell me about your hair. I'd like to learn more about you."
And in fact, all those questions of respect. And to take that one step further, even, it seems as though it's almost unacceptable if it's a white person doing it. It seems like everybody else can do it except for us.
Oh, big time. But who's enforcing that on me, right? Yeah. You're going to come and fucking tell me, I'll take your larynx out with a fucking spade, right? And so, like fucking Mark Miller's going to come. Imagine Mark Miller. You saw Justin Trudeau. He's one of their best warriors. He's jabbing like this.
That boxing match with Trudeau is hilarious.
Yeah. He literally, when you see Justin Trudeau boxing, you hear the sound, oh, you can hear him make that sound.
Right? It's so wild that he's the first prime minister ever to get a divorce, and then he fucking ends up with Katy Perry. It's like,
she's getting paid millions. She's a beard. He is a gay man. Did you see the photo of him holding her? And he's holding her ass like this. Like, remember when my first girlfriend in grade like 8 or 9, we would sit in the hallway and I'd be like, "I'm going to touch her ass." And I would just put my hand on her ass and just hold it there.
So
that's what Justin Trudeau was doing in that photo. He's inexperienced with women. Justin Trudeau I don't know who needs to hear this. Justin Trudeau is gay. Dude, I saw him in 2015. I was sitting on the balcony on Beach Street at my girlfriend's house at the Pride Parade. Justin Trudeau walks down. He's completely indistinguishable from all the other gay dudes. Justin, he's wet.
Yeah.
Justin, he's I lived in the West End, which is the gay part of town, for 5 to 6 years. I spent a lot of time at a lot of early mornings hanging out with gay guys. Yeah. I know what a gay guy is. Justin Trudeau is a gay guy. It's very obvious.
Clip it. Yeah, clip it.
And let me tell you, and then the more to go back about the immigrants, though, is the reason they want you not being able to hey, well, where are you from in Somalia? Is because we're talking about the politics, and Jama looks at me, he says, "Mac, I will always vote Liberal because they brought me to this country."
Yeah.
Whereas your side didn't want me in this country. And so I was like, "Yes, but now that you're here, I'm your friend." And you'll never see them one time. So they don't want me. And then I was like, "You need to listen to," I won't say them to get your podcast yet. Maybe you could bleep them out. But I was like, the Franklin cover up. I'm telling him about, I was like, the true conspiracy. I was like, all the politicians are involved in the satanic cabal that eats. And so they don't want you guys on the same team. That's basically what it is, right? And so it's very, it's a simple trick. Like when I was in Vietnam, I kept getting scammed by Vietnamese people. I'd be walking and then some old lady would come up and say, "Hey," Matt, how do you know my name? And she'd be like, "Come with me." And then literally one time I had 17 bags of produce. I was walking down the street in sand, and I was 45 minutes out of 1 hour. I was almost home. I was sweating. And I was like, "Oh, she's going to drive me to my home." But yes, I accept. She drove me all the way back into town to a suit shop because she got commissions if I bought a suit. They say don't hit a woman.
Yeah. Scammers, hey?
But the thing is, it's not that they're smarter than you. It's that the Vietnamese have been doing these scams for fucking decades.
Yeah, it's survival.
And rightfully so to these fucking backpackers.
They got to survive. Yep.
That's what the government of Canada runs. It's almost like a romance scam.
Yeah.
And then they reject you. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like to do some topical stuff sometimes. I wanted to, you said, I asked you about the Olympics already, but crazy kind of a thing happened in the Olympics. I'd say it's probably the most topical thing right now so far, other than the ridiculous outfits that the Canadian athletes are wearing.
It's the Olympics right now. I didn't know, but I saw the.
Just started.
I saw that the.
Oh, what a good boy!
A girl. She's Carmela.
What
Soprano.
A good girl. So cute. What kind of that's a bulldog?
No, she's a pit bull terrier.
She's terrier. Nuts. Oh yeah.
I fucking have never had a pit bull. When I first got her, I was like fucking. I've never experienced anything like it because she would sit and just look at me before going to sleep, literally for hours. And then I was like, something has to be done here. I was scared she was going to bite my throat when I fall asleep, and I was scared she's going to eat me, dude. Wow. She was very aggressive. And then I met a guy with a pit bull. He's like, you got to put them in their place. And so I just started grabbing her like this.
Yeah.
I was like, she's the sweetest dog in the entire world. But you have to put a pit bull. A woman can't do that to a pit bull, which is why so many pit bulls owned by women attack and eat children.
Really? That's the problem, eh?
I got bit by a pit bull the other day. This lady had this huge rescue pit bull, and I'm just like, oh, hi, nice dog. And she's like, yeah. I was like, can I pet your dog? She's like, absolutely. I put my hand out, it bites me. It just bit my arm.
Oh, man.
I was like, what the fuck? She's like, it's never done that before.
Yeah, I'm pretty afraid of pit bulls. I don't mess too much with those types of dogs, but I totally get people who like them. I was going to say, to do with the Olympics, Lindsay, and this is like, it's on the vein of women again as well. So Lindsay Vaughn, she's like an Olympic skier, right? So I've been watching the Olympics a little bit.
She's huge.
Yeah, and she's huge, but she's getting a little older. You know, probably shouldn't have been in this year. I'm sure she got some sort of a sponsorship exemption. On her very first run, this happened just this morning, she fucking is flying down, and she takes a biff. Like, you can look up the clip if you want after this pod or whatever. She takes a biff, and the biff wasn't even that bad, but yet she's like, she had to get helicopter lifted off the fucking mountain. And I was like, we got to stop putting celebrities in the Olympics. Like, it was kind of crazy, man. Wait till you see the clip. I'm curious. I wish you had seen it. Yeah. I'm curious what you think of the crash, because when you see the crash, it was not that hard of a fall. Like, if you watch the men's, like yesterday, I watched the men's big air where they're doing one big jump and they're doing tricks. Literally, almost out of their 3 runs, they would crash. Some of them would crash 2 out of 3 times. That would be way worse than her crash there. And it's like, they would just pop right back up and be like,
it's insane. Yeah, women's sports needs to change, because, like, look at the WNBA. I was fucking hyped when it was Caitlin Clark and fucking Angel Reese fighting each other.
Me too.
And everyone was watching it. People like, oh, we don't want to watch the WNBA. But if you had a bunch of chicks, that level of intensity, they shouldn't be playing quarters that long. They're not strong enough to do it. And then you lower, it's maybe 10-minute quarters. You lower the rims to 9 feet so they can dunk on each other. And then before the games, that fucking bitch wore my Ralph Lauren sweater. Caitlin Clark stole my fucking DC, like, that shit would go fucking insane.
Yeah.
People would watch that every day. Because I grew up with sisters. They're terrifying, dude.
Totally, dude. I grew up with a sister. She terrifies the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And then But anyway, man, thank you for your time today. Thank you for all your hilarious stories. Yes. I really had a blast with you, Mac. So yeah, anybody, if you want to find him out there online, I mean, he does like hilarious videos, but for some reason his Instagram's called I Like Old Fights. So go and check that out. And yeah, man, thanks a lot today. That's Canadian Talk.
You're the man. It was lovely being here. Thank you so much.
All right. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Rolls-Royce Meal Prep Service. Specialty rice and proteins, weekly soup options. This is a great company. I've known the owner for my whole life. He is just a quality person, great cook. So if you are sick of cooking and you want to get somebody to make you delicious meals that you can have delivered to your house, or you can also do them on pickup, you can find Rolls-Royce on Instagram at Rolls-Royce YXC. You can just contact them by phone. Send them a text if you want, 306-291-5779. Or you can scan the logo on the screen here, and I think it'll bring you right to their website. I eat them every day. They're delicious. I just had a salmon one today. Big portions, cheap prices. So yeah, go and check out this food if you want to get some delicious food and you want to stay healthy. And we thank Rolls Rice for supporting this episode of the Canadian Talk Podcast.